started mine.
And I started mine just as well, folks. All right. I didn't have time to tweet this out or promote it, but I've been doing it on my some of the vlogs I've been doing on the night before there. So hopefully we should get a good audience here tonight.
Or at least one or two people.
Yeah, at least when I know. I know. We got to probably add some people there to the call there. I guess I'm hoping to get probably either the Minnesotas or this person or that person or Ken or somebody else there. Dave Rose, I think it is. That's
Yeah, as
pretty.
long as not those people.
I know those idiots there, which are the people. I guess the people that I made a request that we could review that Minnesota Vikings had premiered last night on his channel, one of their shows. And Dave Rose is in the chat right now, dude. Hey, Dave, want to
Hey,
call in? I will. Hey, Dave. Tonight, Dave, we're going to be discussing bands from the 80s there. We're up to the M's right now, the list of bands that start with the letter M right now. And also going to go a little bit beyond the 80s there. I guess a couple in the 90s there. I guess a couple in the...
yeah, we might float into the 90s a little bit, just depends.
Okay, there. I'm going to add Dave to the call there. Definitely he's ready to roll there.
Because my knowledge of the 60s and 70s, I don't think can be matched. 80s is a different story.
Yeah, because remember, that was my prime teen years. Was spent in the early half of that decade there. As I mentioned, with all the cassettes I used to record from my old little boom box there, all these songs from Planet P, and all these songs from let's see here, what the bands like it says is unavailable here.
We're not as these yet. I'm kidding.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, it says here I tried adding him, but it says he's unavailable. I'll try it again there. All right. All right, so let's see. Give it a couple of seconds here. Let me try this again there.
Okay.
All right, there. So get the guy on here because he said in my chat it's an excellent topic here, the 80s there. All right, so.
Yeah, he's not as old as me.
Yeah.
Not as old as you.
Yeah, it's true there.
You're not that old.
Well, he's about 10 years younger than I am, along with Minnesota Vikings fan.
Which makes him about 20 years younger than me.
Yeah, it's true.
No, probably more than that.
Yeah, you're 70 years old. I remember you mentioned that.
Right.
Yeah. Damn, that's something there.
Depends on which side of that you're on.
Yeah, I know. Before we began,
You know what you are doing is considered criminal harassment, right?
Me?
Well, whoever keeps calling me.
Oh, I did. You saw well, because I got somebody on my Skype. Excuse me.
Did we fall into Drama Diner?
I don't know.
No. The Drama Diner is closed today.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of a joke, but it was a bad one.
I am because it said you were in my chat here. I don't know if it was a fake. It was a fake.
It probably is. There's been one that's been going around.
My apologies. My apologies.
No, that's fine. See, again, today I wasn't trying to cook, and you weren't harassing me during cooking time. So obviously my reaction will be quite different from last. But these are the individuals, obviously, who are just so jealous of you and Arknolia.
Yep.
And really have nothing going on in their
lives. Nothing in their lives.
That they've got to bother you.
But they got to bother, take shots at me. I don't know if you heard Minnesota Vikings, and I would suggest that we do a review of it on the later on the Real Spuck TV today. He broadcasted this almost 5-hour stream that YR did, I guess, on his Patreon with Skunty, SC Queefy, and Danny CTE, and yeah, I guess
Yeah, so you can go ahead and ban that guy in the chat there because that's not me.
Okay, thank you for pointing that out because a lot of times probably must be either YR or something like that. Remove. Okay, they are gone.
But that's a funny thing. It's one of many who obviously have been harmed by my simple words because they were so truthful.
Yep.
And being the pussies they are and really having no life, they they troll your channel. You deleted the message, by the way. You did not ban them from.
All right. Well, I just hide them. Yep, they are. And now the Foulmouth Ken is here. These trolls are out of control there. Hi, Dave, he says. Ken, want to call in the show?
No,
or what?
that's not, no.
You're right there. Okay, it's hard to
not
tell.
Ken.
I see.
Oh, another one.
I know. It's like, what the fuck?
I was literally, while you were calling me, I hung up the first time. Who was I talking to? I was talking to Ken.
Oh, wow. And you're right, it is. It's not Ken.
You can't stay on top of this, faggot. You can't stay on top of this. Dave Rose is your superior and will always be. And you will seethe and rage because you'll never be a woman, but I will remain your superior. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, I know. Shit. Dude, there was this one idiot on the last stream I did with Arknolia. Some idiot calling himself something there, always calling me Dr. Mongoloid, foot face there, here and there, saying my face looks like this, face looks like that. I don't know if that's SC Queefy or who the hell it is there, or some asshole troll out there, some area of the U.S. there, it has no life, probably ugly as fuck, you know.
Have you figured out how to use subscriber mode only?
No, I haven't yet there, you know, so...
Okay, well, so if you go to Studio, so you know how the Studio page tells you that you're streaming. Oh, by the way, there's fake Mars Mira.
Yeah, I see it there, yep.
But when you go to Studio...
What the fuck?
And
Probably YR.
It could be. I mean, again, somebody who's obviously quite pathetic, can't do shit, and I'm strong-arming them every single place they go. They're
Well, you would think they would find something else to do.
They don't have anything else to do.
They have nothing in their lives. They're pathetic. They want to project that onto other people, but we're here to, first of all, deny them that false reality, but also to ridicule them and to laugh at their misfortune. After all, it is well-deserved.
For shizzle, man. I mean, come on, man. Someone has to be that desperate for it, just to have something to do because they're bored, they can't get laid, they have no weed to smoke.
Think of it this way, Earl. So, you and Arknolia do this because you enjoy it. And you guys are fucking gems. You guys have so much knowledge, but you don't have that many viewers. Not that it fucking matters. You guys do it because you enjoy it. That's the end. That's fucking, the end of the statement. There's no more that needs to be said. You guys enjoy it. That's it. Now, these people who have so little in their lives, they're relegated now to try to prey on you because you haven't figured out how to use the subscriber-only mode. And, yeah, you have a few viewers. They'll shit on me like, oh, well, people won't watch your cooking show because there's less viewers. But they come to you where there's 1, 2 viewers, 5 viewers, and they'll, try to make this their home so that they can. It's so hypocritical and so hilarious that of course it's going to be called out. But if you want me to walk you through how, because you can actually change this while we're doing the show, but you can actually change subscriber only mode.
Okay, gotcha. We could do this right now if you wish.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, no, it's up to you. You are the captain.
All right, I'd like to definitely let's do it now, so I don't have to deal with these morons later on.
Okay. This is another fake account.
Oh my gosh, what a stupid name.
Who is this nasally bum on the phone? Sounds like he was bullied as a kid.
Probably Scunty. Probably Scunty McGrunty.
No, see, that's the thing, though. This is what they're doing, is trying to project is the fact that I've destroyed people in this community. And they want to project their insecurities onto me, saying, well, you must have been bullied in school, when in fact it was them that was bullied, and they're feeling so powerless that they need to try to project onto others. And it is obviously quite pathetic.
Vengeful as well.
I very much love to laugh at people that are inferior to me. And obviously this is one of them. They're basically advertising this.
Well, it looks like you got a real person now.
Yeah, Almighty One from Texas as well there.
But what was I ranting on about?
Yeah, I was going to say the subscriber. Yeah, the subscriber.
Okay. So if you wanna get to subscribe. Oh yeah. By the way, I would suggest here. Let me do this.
Yeah.
In this chat, what I'll do is I will send you a text, and I will say this.
All right. All right.
And when you see that in the chat, you will know it's me.
Okay.
And you can give me a wrench so I can help you with these idiots.
All right, there. I'm going to check the chat right now.
Okay, so I just put that in the, and nice. Now I'll put it in the chat
okay.
of Skype, of YouTube.
Okay.
And you will, you'll see that.
Okay.
And I will assist you further in the future once you do additional shows to ensure that these idiots don't interfere with what you guys do, which is beautiful. You guys do a great show. It's unfortunate these individuals choose to interrupt it.
Yep.
But I'm here to do my part and to defend.
Thank you. And we do appreciate that, man. We do. And by the way, did you ever get that chance to check out that thing I sent you to download through your Skype message there?
Which one?
You remember the press conference for the Grand Tribunal for Bullqueef there? Yes. I actually downloaded that on my YouTube computer on my phone there. It was on my download section there because it's such a damn good program to listen to. And I decided, I figured, how would it sound backwards and slowed way down? I have what is called an audio and video converter there, where I'm able to translate some videos that I make into audio file there. And there's a thing called in the audio tools where you're able to pump up the equalizer, reverse the speed, change the pitch, slow things down. So what I did is I kind of made that whole program, which was over 2 hours, into 4 hours, into you, Bullqueef, YR, and everyone else slowed way down. So, and it's quite interesting to listen to. Like I'm sure when you listen, you'll be like, holy cow, the doctor's really come up with something here.
So where's my wrench?
Okay, I got you. All right. Yeah, I haven't seen you in my chat yet, dude. Let's see here.
Well, then if that's the case, if you don't see me in your chat, then somebody's blocked me.
Oh, wow.
So I'd suggest that you remove all your mods and then you start fresh.
Okay, I'll do that right now. Let's see here.
You don't have to do it now. I was going to actually move on to tell you how to get rid of, put a subscriber-only mode if you want.
All right, we could do it. We do that there, definitely.
Go to your studio screen, the YouTube studio stream.
Got it right now. I got it right up now, dude.
So at the top where it's got the video showing, and to the right of it, there's a button that says Edit.
Right here.
Yeah. So you click. Well, I don't know. I can't see what you're doing, but when you click Edit, it's going to bring up another window, and it's going to give all the details. So the title, description, right?
Yep. Correct.
Okay. Scroll down. Let me just think here. Do you have... Okay, no, actually, you have a button down at the bottom. I think it's blue, and it's says Next, right?
Let's see here. I'm looking at it. Say? On the way in the bottom, it has Cancel, and it says here subtitles, and I'm looking for the next button. Show last.
There should be a different tab, or you do advanced details.
Restrictions none. Tab details. It says here. Let's see. This title, description, visibility. Category, thumbnail, playlist, audience, and paid promotion, automatic chapters, tags, language and captions, certification, recording date and location, license and distribution, allow embedding, comments and ratings, and show how many viewers like and dislike this stream. That's about it so far. But there's a thing on the left saying underneath the word edit settings, details, and customization.
Yeah, go to those. Yeah, maybe customization.
Gotcha. All right, there. Subscribers only.
Yes,
Right here.
yes. There
Booyah.
you are. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to have to select custom.
Yeah, I did.
There's an option there for custom. Now it's going to give you immediately. It's going to give you options like 1, 2, 3, 4, blah blah blah.
Yep.
And then seconds, and then minutes, blah blah blah. Now what I do is I set it to 4 weeks. About a month.
Okay.
But you could do more. You could do less. It's up to you. You have to sort of tweak it depending on how long you've been trolled by these faggots.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where you do it, and then you have to scroll down to the bottom to save it, and that will then initiate the subscriber only mode, and that actually should hold for any subsequent video that you create in the future.
Okay. Yep, and I had set it to about duration 5 weeks.
There you go, and I see that now. Do I see that now displayed?
Mm-hmm. It should
Not
be.
yet.
No, it takes a while there. Remember, we got a 7-second delay.
It could take, well, depending on the delay, it can take a few minutes, but
all right.
Yeah, it will eventually display on the stream that subscriber only mode.
Yep, it's right there right now.
Mine might be delayed. There we go.
There we go. Yep, so, it's right there here. Sweet.
So, but again, now remember where to, because I always go back and check it just in case. So any future video that you set up the stream, just go back and be sure that it is set, to that.
All right. Gotcha.
And yet again, Scunty and his minions lose. You lose again.
Gosh.
Oh. Again.
Oh, dude.
Thanks to who?
Thanks to you. Thank you very much, almighty drama emperor.
That salt in the wound. Let me tell you, it is so pleasurable to be the Marquis de Sade for you.
All right. Okay, there. All right. So, are you planning on coming on with a Real Select TV so we could hopefully review last night's stream that he did, or a premiere, I guess you could say?
I don't know what he did yesterday.
Well, last night he premiered this nearly 4-hour, 5-hour stream that was on YR's Patreon. It was, like I said, it was a YR, Scunty, Danny CTE, and of course, SC Queefy.
Yeah. It was from a month ago.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes, and I suggested to Minnesota's that possibly we could do a review on it. I've yet to hear anything back yet because I text messaged him on this whole thing here. But we were going to do our review on it, like we did, or the kind of review of the confrontation between you and Bullqueef there a couple times on your channel.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Go for it, I guess.
Okay. Let me know, and I'll message you on the Skype. You let me know if you want to be added in to do this. Okay, man?
I don't know. Tonight I'm gonna take it easy, but I'll be willing to listen if you guys are gonna do that.
All right, so definitely will. I hope it will do so because doing these reviews is kind of fun. Listening to your review, Balding Cronin and everyone else, Drew and all those cats out there. It's kind of fun to listen to there.
Well, I appreciate it.
I know. It is. That's why I like, usually when I'm at the mall, when I'm having something to eat at the food court, I like to listen to see if Drama Diner, Drama Emperor, or Power Trip is on the air there. So it's always fun to listen to.
Well, definitely do it for the enjoyment, not for the views, and I'm glad that you can join with us.
All right. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated, man. All right.
You guys have a good night.
You too.
Right.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you once again. Devious Dave Rose, ladies and gentlemen, helping me out with a couple of things here, coming online, helping us basically in a big way there. All right, so back to our show here. We also have, let's see, we have, of course, we're starting with the M's.
Yeah, and the first man group, whatever we'll do, is ironically M.
Yeah, M. The Project M, one-man project there. Who you remember with that song Pop Music back in early it was 1980 when that song came out there. And from what I heard, it was a one-man band. I thought at first he had multiple arms to play all those instruments all at once. It took me years to realize it was called analog recording, where we record one instrument over the other, and so on and so on and so on.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing it ever did.
Yes, there's only one big one-hit wonder there. And it was all the characters in the video just as well there.
Yep. Yeah. Next one I got is Madness.
Oh my gosh, one of the ska greats. You know what? I want to take this time out, to all the people who only know that song Our House, which came out in, I guess, in 82 there. It was their first, it was their debut for Geffen Records. They were signed on to that label there. That song sounded very different than what they usually did because they're mostly a ska band. It's something in the likes of the English Beat and the Specials. But that song became a massive big hit on the radio and then on MTV there. And when I first heard the first chords of that song, I was like, has these guys went disco?
Yeah.
And yet, however, they were not able to repeat that success a couple years later. They released a follow-up album, and it just didn't work. I don't know why. I guess people were expecting another Our House. Obviously, there.
Hey, you've got Steve Callan now.
No, if it's really Steve Callan there, because...
well, the subscriber mode, he would have to be a subscriber.
That's true, yeah. That's true. That's right. So what's up, Steve? What up, Almighty One? Yo, yo, yo. What's up, dudes? Yeah. So, go ahead. Go ahead, there.
I was going to say, after Madness, I got Men at Work.
Band. Another one. It's kind of funny. Talk about coming out of nowhere and just taking over everything. The MTV, the radios, and everything else. Men at Work really did just that when he put out their record, Business as Usual. I mean, Who Can It Be Now, Down Under, a couple other songs. Johnny, what's it called? Johnny, what's it? Forgot. It was a Johnny.
Be Good.
Johnny Be Good. No, not the.
No, it was Johnny Be Good.
Johnny Be Good.
Be Good. Be Good. Be Good.
Yeah. Not to be confused with the Chuck Berry song there.
Different song entirely.
That's true.
They also did one that I like real well.
Yeah.
Overkill.
That was from the second record. They put it out, and that was a big success just as well there. And it's a bit to say that the Australian music invasion started with Men at Work, because soon later we would have Angel City, as they were known here in the States. Back home it was the Angels, as we talked about in the last episode. In Excess, which came close, which carried on a lot through, actually lasted a lot longer than what Men at Work did when you think about it.
Yeah, which is ironic.
Yeah. Of course, we also have to think about, other Australian groups out there. I think there's so many out there, it's hard to name. But at that time, the Thunder Down Under was the scene back around that period there. Usually other record companies try to find their own Men at Work, and some were good, some were bad, Some did well, some didn't, But we also cannot forget the one of the original Thunder Down Under groups, AC/DC.
Well, and before that, you had the Bee Gees and Easy Beats.
That's true there, yes. There was like the originators of that era there.
Yeah, a lot of people used to think the Bee Gees were English. No. Wrong.
Yeah, they're from Australia, along with Libby Newton-John.
Right.
Yeah. So there you go. So Men at Work there kind of like helped pave the way for the Australian music scene in the early 1980s there. And sadly, they after a couple of years after Cargo, their second record came out, they released an album in 85 called Two Hearts, which went nowhere. And at that time, it was cut from a 5-piece to a trio. And I guess right now, Greg Ham and Colin Hay, the two main members of that group, they kind of took on the Men at Work name and released a couple albums there, I guess, independently, of course. But, sadly, those fun days or those fun videos that they put it out were extremely unique. All right. So, who's next on the list there?
Next one I have on the list is Men Without Hats.
Oh my goodness! And by the way,
safety dance.
The safety dance, which, by the way, for I understand, they performed in front of an LA slam dancing crowd there, and they didn't like that. They did not like that. They were bothered by it, so they kind of like wrote that song "Safe to Dance." Basically, it's the same. It's safe to dance without bruising yourself and all that shit there. And kind of funny that they hail from Canada as well there. They had one time the drummer from Voivod as their backup drummer for a couple of tours there, around the later part of the 80s there. And they were still functioning. I don't know if they're still together or still doing things there, but safety dance was
the only thing they did here was safety dance.
It was,
succeeded.
Yeah. They had this one follow-up song called "I Like," and kind of was had a Frank Zappa disgruntlement type of feel to that song there, if I remember there. And I know the last word that the singer Ivan, what's his name, said was, "What do they know?" Which basically sums up their attitude towards life, I guess. They were also known by the press as men without egos. And by the way, the name came about just at the drop of a hat, by the way. No pun intended.
That's why it's Men Without Hats.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes.
But the song's actually okay with the video.
Yeah, it is.
The video's kind of weird.
And the way the singer sang, I thought it was British as well, because at that time, drum machines, synthesizers were the main thing during that time there. So that's pretty much, how it was.
Yeah. Next one I got is Midnight Oil, which we know that one.
Oh, yeah. The band.
Another Aussie group.
The Midnight Oil, the band?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course, Steve Garrett, the frontman of that group, one time ran for a Senate in Australia, believe it or not. He was one of the most profound political figures in the Australian rock and roll scene. He one time tried to run for a seat in the Australian Senate, if I remember. Although he didn't win, he apparently scared the living hell out of his opponents.
Huh.
And he also was one of the very pure advocates for, I guess, giving back to land to the natives there, because,
Right.
He was profound in that song, Beds Are Burning there, which came out in 1988. Great song, by the way. My personal favorite from then was The Power and the Passion, which was probably one of the most unique songs I ever heard at that time there. They had to follow up a song, Read About It there. The rich get richer, the poor get the picture there. It was a very politically profound song about what was going on in Australia at that time there. And I guess one of the members, passed away, if I remember. I guess it was the bass player whose name escapes me at the moment there.
Okay, because actually I wouldn't know that.
And by the way, whoever is posing as this Amy girl, you're gone. You're gone. Some assholes posing as Amy from Numbers Nightclub. It was trying to pose as the same chick that I was involved with that one night when I called in to monetize this a couple years back. Yeah. Obviously, probably YR there.
Okay. Next one I got, band I kind of like too, is Missing Persons.
Dale Bozzio and her husband, Terry Bozzio, former drummer of Frank Zappa.
Yeah, and actually he ended up doing an album with Jeff Beck.
Yeah, no, Jeff Beck's Guitar Shop from 1989 there. And Dale Bozzio.
A few songs I liked real well.
Yeah, Dale Bozzio, if I understand, she was like, I guess she posed in Hustler magazine, if I remember, years before. And she went out there and visited her friend Frank Zappa during rehearsal one time. And everyone in Zappa's band was like, damn, she's a hot-looking girl there. And eventually Terry and Dale would start talking, you know, and they would start hooking up, and boom, bing, bam, boom. They were husband and wife.
Yeah. I liked, was it Walking in L.A.?
Yeah, that was a good song there. Words were pretty good, you know. Mental Hopscotch, that's the first song I heard from them. And their guitar player, Warren Colcamoro, I think is the last name is pronounced. I always have a hard time with certain last names, dang gummit. But he will eventually go on to play guitar with Duran Duran a couple years later on when Missing Persons would disband.
Right.
Yeah. And he was also one of the prime guitar players who used to play those Steinberger guitars with the without the head there, with the tuning pegs on the opposite side of the guitar. You remember those guitars, man?
Yeah. I never had one of them, but I remember them.
I would love to get me a Flying V version of those guitars there, man. Ooh, man. That would be that alone gives me a boner there. See how that... Look it up, you know, Steinberger Flying V, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It is what
I had mostly Fenders.
Oh, wow. The only guitars I have right now is Lux, you know, Fender look-alike, and this one guitar here that I got from the Goodwill here. I should make a video on it with me playing it, but I guess it's kind of, I guess you could say it's kind of one of those toy guitars that I had to actually add new strings onto it and get rid of the little white bar where you put the strings in, and also I had to work on the tuning pegs because they were way loose, dude. Yeah. All right, so who's next on the list, dude?
Modern English.
Modern English. And we know the song that they made, I Melt With You, which today still gets, I guess, still gets played on the radio at times on the, I think it was on the soft rock circuit nowadays for many years there. We still hear them on the loudspeakers of the Walmarts, the Myers, the Kmarts, the Kroger stores, you know. So it's like it's pretty and that, it was kind of funny. That was the only big hit. That was another one-hit wonder. Yeah, it was. I think that
the 80s are largely one-hit wonders.
Absolutely.
Not all of them, obviously, but
yeah, some made it big, you know, afterwards, but some didn't.
Yeah. Next one I got is Naked Eyes.
Oh my gosh. We need to know the two songs from them. Always Something There to Remind Me and Promises, Promises. And it's like, you know, those two songs, you know, like everything else gets, I see Bosey's in that chat. Not in my chat. He's also in the Skype chat. He was a message me. He says, string it up guitar? Sounds good, I guess. Sounds good, just you playing it. Yeah, Bosey, I'm going to probably do a video playing that guitar later on, I guess. Probably when I get the time here, because I got a couple things I'm going to do after my stint with the Vikings fan, which, by the way, you're able to call in if you wish to, dude. I suggested the reviewing of the clip that the show that they posted on their channel last night there. I won't go into many more details. I don't want to wear that out there. So, Naked Eyes there. And wonder where there are right now there. Hello? Ark? How did that happen? There you are, dude. I don't know what the hell happened, dude.
Oh, signal, did we?
I know. I think we may have lost that signal there, I guess.
Yeah, I still showed I had you, but you
disappeared for some reason there. I don't know.
Did you hear me say naked eyes?
Yes, I did. Yeah, we were discussing that when everything went out there. I'm looking up on the Wikipedia right now there, and apparently they're still together, I guess.
I only can think of one song, but I can't think of the name of it.
The only two songs we know, as I mentioned, was Always Something There to Remind Me, which I believe was a cover song.
It is a cover, but I don't remember by who.
Basically, it was written by Burt Bacharach and Hal David, the guys who wrote songs for Dionne Warwick back in the day there.
Yeah, and it might have been her.
Yes, absolutely. And Promises, Promises was their follow-up. Two other songs was like follow-ups just as well, like When the Lights Go Out, What in the Name of Love.
And I think Promises might have been a cover too.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. I'm not too sure there. I only remember it hearing the first time actually watching it, the video on MTV back then. Now, it's said here that in the summer of 2008, Naked Eyes did a complete U.S. tour with Belinda Carlisle. ABC and the Human League. They did a U.S. tour with the Go-Go's, Scandal, Petty Smysl Group, and the Motels in 2014. Have been touring since that, each summer. Their 2000 tour postponed due to the COVID-19 restrictions, as we all know. And this past June, they released their latest release, Disguise the Limit. And we're talking the word disguise, as in master of disguise, by the way.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Okay,
well,
next. Go ahead.
Well, the next one I got, I know is not an 80s band. Might even not be a 90s band.
Mm-hmm.
And we might not even want to talk about them.
Oh, really? Which one?
Nickelback.
Oh, fuck those motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
Couldn't stand them then, couldn't stand them now. They're stupid bands out there. I couldn't stand them. Never liked them.
Next one I got, they started a movement.
Yeah.
But then
that movement died out.
Nirvana.
Oh gosh. Oh, that was 90s, man.
I thought so.
Yeah, it was absolutely that. Well, their first record came out in '89 there, but we didn't know who the hell they were when that record Nevermind came out in '91. I heard
or read somewhere that the baby on the cover is grown up. He sued the band.
Really?
For that cover.
Really?
And it's like, golly, talk about a money grubber.
I know. Well, you know, the kids who sang on the Another Brick of the Wall Part 2, the school children,
right?
They sued Pink Floyd for royalties for performing on that song, believe it or not, a couple years back in 2005.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess they didn't get paid for their contribution for that song. But then again, that song became such a massive hit. It's still played on the classic rock stations today. So I guess those kids are like, hey, where's our cut?
Yeah.
That's going to but then again, that's going to cause a lot of paychecks being mailed out there because how many kids were involved is the question there.
And who's got a list of who they were?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if they were even credited on the album. I think they were credited on the album sleeve there, but I got to look it up again there.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, we're going to move on to another, I think, 90s, 2000 band, which actually they fall in the metal scene, Pantera.
Oh, my gosh. Pantera. One of the best groove metal at its absolute best. At its absolute motherfucking best. Because, when they came out with Cowboys from Hell, I was like, holy shit, this is some good kick-ass stuff there. Cemetery Gates, the title cut, Psycho Holiday. I mean, give this group its absolute due. they kept heavy metal alive in a decade where heavy metal was often mocked and made
Right.
fun of. But the metal that they were performing was more downward, sneakers, shirts, camouflage shorts there, tank tops, go enough with the razzy dazzy kind of stuff. Let's get down and start throw some shit around. Pantera
Yep.
was known to do that, and it's sad how they went, how it all ended was completely sad.
Oh yeah.
It's completely sad, how Dimebag got murdered, how Phil Anselmo's drug addiction put that group to a halt. It was meant to be a hiatus, because Dimebag and his brother Vinnie Paul, we're doing a project on the side called Damage Plan when he was performing at that club in Cleveland, when
Yeah.
that and that
Weren't they
ass.
Weren't they from Texas too?
Yeah, they were from Texas, Dallas, Texas.
That's what I thought.
Yep, Dallas had. I guess the scene in Dallas around the early 1980s was purely, I guess, it was supposed to rival the LA rock scene in there. I guess you could say there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And and believe it or not, Phil Anselmo was not the original frontman. You look on YouTube and look on performances of them. I guess when they first started out, they released a couple of albums with their original frontman Terry Glaze. They released an album called Metal Magic. When they got Phil into the group, they went more harder. They a lot more raunchier, and he also got kind of like put away the glam kind of stuff there, because as you remember, that's how it was at that time. You had to follow this trend or that. There, you got to look like this, you got to look like that. And but one thing was absolute certain: Dimebag Darrell Abbott loved his Dean guitars. He was always playing them left and right, and he still continued to play them until his death.
Right.
Yes. The songs, Walk, fucking Hostile, other tracks like as the ones I mentioned before, You Take This Love, Hollow, Badass, fucking badass. I remember, it was kind of funny, fucking Hostile would be a great theme song for drama show, that's for sure.
Huh.
But and I remember there was one of the guys who was playing that album at a store. I guess it was a Sears. I guess it was. He had to turn down the volume because he was playing that whole album, but he had to turn the volume down when the fucking Hostile song came on there. Because obviously, fucking Hostile, and he didn't want to upset the customers with that,
No.
Yep. So definitely, Pantera definitely deserves a massive spot on the Mount Rushmore of Texas heavy metal, or heavy metal altogether.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Next group I got, to me, only had one good album, and it wasn't that good, but it had some good songs on it. And it's Pearl Jam.
The
only thing that they've redeemed themselves is they were doing stuff with Neil Young.
Yeah.
And anybody can do stuff with Neil Young. You're okay.
Yeah. Well, of course, Neil Young at that time was now being looked on as a grunge icon, because he was like one of the original grunge rock music pioneers that they look at it there.
Yeah.
And that kind of gave him a boost in popularity around that earlier time.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. I remember the MTV Video Music Award performances of them, those two doing Rockin' in the Free World. And I don't know, Eddie Vedder was like, strung out on something there. What the fuck? He was like, what the? You look at the footage of that performance, you're like, what the fuck is up with Eddie, man?
Yeah, and they also did the other song.
The other song, let's see. The ones we know are Even Flow, Alive, Black,
no, I was
Jeremy.
talking about Neil Young.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. A word I don't like to use, up.
fucked. Oh, why do I keep fucking up?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I did that one too.
I remember that one. Oh, dude. Oh my God. Talking about abolishing the mainstream.
Yeah, that song's not going to be played on the radio.
No, it's not. Yeah, I think they had to censor out the video there. I think the only radio stations that are able to play that song were actually a Canadian station. They had to do that late at night.
Yeah, yeah. Peter Schilling.
That's the guy who wrote that song, Major Tom Coming Home. When I first heard that, I thought is it a sequel to the David Bowie song, Space Oddity?
Kind of makes you think it is.
Yeah, it is, because, and for what I understand, that song was inspired by a book called Maroon, where the character's name was Major Tom. But back then, everyone was like asking, "Is that a sequel to Space Oddity, the David Bowie song?" There, probably still questionable today.
Yeah,
I remember, but still, good song to play there when you think about it. There, one time at the shelter there underneath, St. Andrew's Hall, they were closing out their night with that song. And when the song faded out and the lights were going to go up there, people in the crowd were still singing out the chorus to that track. That tells you how interesting and good that song is.
Yeah, yeah. Next one I got, you mentioned a few times, Planet P.
Yeah, Tony Carey, the ex-keyboardist from Rainbow. He had this project at the same time he had his solo career. They had the only two records I knew from him, it was simply Planet P with the songs Why Me and Static there. Now, Why Me, by the way, is a song about an astronaut about to be launched into outer space, but he started to have,
Second
thoughts because of all the stories and rumors here about getting lost in space, what happened with Dave Bowman's partner, Frank, in 2001, A Space Odyssey there. If you saw that movie, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And he gets cold feet, nonetheless.
Yeah.
Now, the video for Static is a freaky one. Not necessarily a freaky one, but it is intriguing to look at there. If you look at it for that, look it up on YouTube and you see what I'm talking about there.
Okay.
And of course, later on, they became Planet P Project because of a lawsuit that I guess they faced. So they had to repackage the album with that name there. Now, the second record they put out in '84 was a concept album called Pink World. It's about a little boy named Artemis who drinks something from the water there, which kind of makes him see the future, predict there. You have to look it up on Wikipedia to find out what that whole album is about. But it's a damn good record there. Damn good record. And it should have gotten a lot more recognition than it did.
Yeah, but we're pretty much in a time where people just want hits.
Absolutely.
They don't care about real things.
Yep, absolutely there. And actually, it was the same thing back then throughout the 80s and 90s. People like we mentioned what happened with Chicago.
Right.
People with the record company wanted them to put out more ballads, and when you didn't do that, I guess the record label decided, fuck you guys, you're off our roster. That's it,
Yeah.
Sad but true. But that's how it is at times,
Yeah, next one I got we don't really have to discuss because we already did.
Yep.
And I even did a list on them.
Yep.
Police.
Oh, yeah. I got to say, someone's calling me on my Skype there? Oh, it's Bozy. Bozy's calling the Skype there. I'm surprised it's not coming through on the computer here. Well, it is coming through, but it's not loud. Hold on a second there, Bowles. I'll add you to the call when it gets done ringing there, because it would take me... screw it. I'll add you back to the call there. Okay, Ark?
Okay.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, Bose, what's up, dude?
Yeah, nothing much. I mean, I may not be as knowledgeable as music as you are, but
Mm-hmm.
I do have quite an opinionated thinking on music.
All
So,
right, good. Let's gotta have. I'm going to add Art back to the show here because that's how my Skype works here. He should be coming in again once pretty soon there. All right, so we're on the P's right now. We discussed the Pantera Plan P project, and I guess we had another one up there, Pearl Jam. We discussed this as well there. And I saw your little I saw the thing you sent me through the Skype here, and I definitely watched that. And once again, I will say thank you for defending me against Cronin the Crony there. Now what's heck's going on here, dude? It should be blah blah blah. All right, Bozy, you there, dude? Bozy, you there? Oh shit. Bozy, you there, dude? What the shit, dude? Okay. I'm going to call Ark once again there. See what happens here. I don't know. We lost Bozy or the site's been fucking up a lot as of late there. Let's see what we got here. Blah, blah, blah. Can you hear me now? No, I can't hear you, Bose. Apparently you must be, and it's I don't know if you're muted or anything out there. I'm trying to call Ark and see what the hell is going on. Oh, what the shit, dude. Hold up, he'll be back there. Alright. Alright, so... Okay, Ark, you there, dude?
okay.
There you are, dude. Alright. Alright, so I'm trying to get Ark back onto the show here. You still there, Arknolia?
You should be on.
Yeah, I see him on here, and it says Arknolia is unavailable.
Really?
Yeah, it said... Because let me add him again there, one more time. Bit of Skype's acting up again, as fucking usual.
Yeah, you have it.
I know. Hopefully this time we should get him back on the call here.
Hey, there
you are, dude. What the heck? Bit of Skype's has been fucking up again.
Yeah.
Weird.
I know. Yeah, we're joined with Bozy here right now and we were chatting about the thing he had on his channel there, going after Cronin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's up? I see you're listening. Yeah. And you said you had a couple things you wanted to say about what we're discussing here, I guess?
Yeah, it was something on the lines of music. Some people just care about hits, music, and not really the message.
Yeah,
right.
That's true there. We were discussing that, and it's still like that today.
Yeah, I think that can apply to a lot of artists. And even if one does have a message, it's just one being persuaded.
Yep. Well, it was follow our lead and no other lead as well. That's what we've seen mostly artists today advocating for.
Yeah, it's just weird. The music industry also seems to be like pushing a lot of, drugs onto young kids.
A lot of kids. Well, I know drugs have been around for a long time there. Many of these musicians, they have a lot of, they'll lose sleep at times. They have to keep working there. They have to keep touring there. They're under a lot of pressure there. And now who's calling? It's Real Suck TV.
Oh.
Holy shit, dude. What the fuck, dude? We're not even done with our show and already calling. There. Hold up, Minnesota Vikings fan and Silver Roll Hunter. I'll get you on the call just as well there. Damn, this is a party. Okay, blah 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 there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got so many people to add here.
Yeah.
So how's everything going? Everything going good, dude?
Yeah, it's been going all right. When you say there's a lot of music industries that just kind of in it for the money, Hollywood and bullshit.
Right.
Well, what I take from it back in the 2000s, I would say music was okay. I don't listen to too much 90s music, but Green Day, Metallica, uh, what else am I missing? Nickelback?
Yeah, it was. Oh gosh.
Yeah. So my father, I only know some of these names because of my father. But 2000 music I grew up, so you got things like Linkin Park, 3 Days Grace, Seether, what else? Disturbed,
Disturbed,
Breaking
yeah.
Benjamin.
Yeah. Some of the current rock that's out there,
Yeah, yeah. A lot of the heavy metals and rocks I listened to back in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna make this comparison. 2000s rock music
Yeah.
had more of a message than a pop culture song or a rap song or
Right.
Yes.
country song. So when I think of the latest artists in the 80s or 90s
Yeah.
are very heavily appreciated, like Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, it's there and it's them again, by the way, I think.
There's a lot I'm missing, but I think, why are they calling in?
Yeah, no. So I tried adding them in there. Hold up, Minnesota's. I try adding you again. I'll add you once more, dudes. That's about in a while. So their stint with the Real Suck TV is gonna start in a couple minutes here. I guess they're getting me. Otherwise they're starting right now. So I have to keep this on at the end of this, I guess, pretty soon here.
Yeah, let me go ahead and finish off the P's. There's
Okay, there.
3 of them.
Also,
Power Station,
Oh yeah,
which I believe is a 2000 group, isn't it?
No, it was an '80s pro group there. It was Robert Palmer, drummer Tony Thompson from Chic, and 2 members of Duran Duran. John Taylor on bass, Andy Taylor on guitar. They had that one album out, the Power self-titled album, definitely highly recommended.
Yeah.
It was the party side. It was the party side of Duran Duran. Whereas the other project they had, Arcadia, which I favored more, was more dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the next one's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But they were there. Presidents of the United States.
Oh, that's 90s.
Yeah, that was the ones that did the Peaches song or whatever.
Yeah, I couldn't stand that song there. Or that. Go ahead, both.
So are we going over the list of band that made a song?
Essentially, in the 80s and 90s, you almost have to. You don't have much to talk about.
Oh.
Because there aren't, a lot of them didn't have that many. Although the next one did. The Pretenders.
Yeah. They come out with a lot of good songs in the 80s and 90s there. I know they had this one song called I Stand By You, which was a big favorite on the soft rock station circuit there when it came out.
Oh. Sounds interesting. This is things I'm vaguely aware of, though.
Right. Yeah. Well,
man.
Oh man,
I'm a child of the 60s and 70s, and that's.
Oh, I'm a child of the 70s myself. You got to go look, Bose. You got to go back to all the episodes we did. Covering movies. Hello, Minnesota Vikings fan.
You hear Silver Roll?
I hear. I don't hear Silver Roll. I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you guys don't hear Silver Roll?
No, we don't hear Silver Roll there. Is he there with you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Someone's up here.
Yeah, hang up and then I'll add you onto this one, all right?
Okay, all right. Okay.
No, not you, Brown. Silver Roll.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, hang up, Silver Roll.
All right, there. I guess we'll probably have to definitely end this episode, I guess, because it's time for Real Swag TV. But Ark, do you want to conclude your list on the P's there? I guess.
That actually did conclude the P's.
Oh, okay. There we go. So we're all set for the time being there.
Right.
All right, there. All right, so I'm going to probably end this show there and get ready for the next.
You there,
for
Cyril?
Get ready for Real Spuck TV. My boys simulcast with them.
It's bullshit joined.
What?
Bullshit, not bullshit. What the fuck? Bullshit.
Bullshit, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Bullshit.
All right. Yeah, Bosey's with us right now here.
It says
I don't think I've ever heard anybody call us. I've heard
bullshit.
I've seen other things, but
all right. We'll be back in a moment, folks.